Welcome back after the break. One sector which has been in focus recently is affordable housing, and Centrum has concluded a deal whereby they have exited some of the stake in the affordable housing subsidiary. I have with me Jaspal Bindra, Executive Chairman, Centrum Group, to discuss about this deal and also how affordable housing sector is performing currently. Mr. Bindra, welcome to ET Now. First thing first, what was the strategy behind selling your stake and how this will align with overall roadmap of Unity Small Finance Bank?
Thank you. Yes, we have all our lending now concentrated within Unity Bank. The affordable housing was the only business which was standout lending unit outside of the Unity Bank. So we have taken a decision to divest the Centrum capital share in the housing finance, which was roughly about 50%. For 430 crores. So that is the transaction that we signed for today.
That's right, Mr. Bindra. Good afternoon. Mansi, this side. How is the overall demand in the housing finance, especially affordable housing? Is there any slowdown? And also, having said so, has there been any impact of interest rate cuts on housing finance demand? And with a few more rate cuts coming, how much will it impact the demand?
Affordable housing has a huge potential in the years ahead. And because not only is there a massive demand for housing at the mid and small level, but the government has a very strong thrust towards providing affordable housing to the bulk of the population. So there are many strong schemes by the government as well to make that happen. However, for the last 12 months or so, the sector is going through a little bit of a weak credit cycle, which is to do with the market in general. We are seeing it in microfinance, we are seeing it in MSME, and so in affordable housing as well.
Right. I want to understand with you the impact on overall sector, particularly now the GST announcement has come and festive season is also beginning next week. Do you think indirect benefit will be there for bank as well as affordable housing?
Yes, I think if we separate the short term from the medium to long term, there is going to be huge potential in this business in the years ahead, both from a demand point of view, but also because there's going to be a lot more construction support for affordable housing. And I think both of that will further, for the financiers of housing finance, it will be a very good period in the years to come.
That's right. Mr. Bindra, the southern markets like Tamil Nadu and Telangana have shown muted trends for several quarters now. So how significant are these regions and when might a recovery be seen over here? And also the tariff scenarios, will it have an impact on the affordable housing segment?
Now, I think the affordable housing is very insulated from any tariff challenge. But the challenge is really about disposable income at the hands of the sections of society that subscribe to affordable housing, and that we are seeing already the green shoots of recovery after about 12 months of weak period. And I think that in the next 2 quarters, we should see that improving significantly.
Right. You would have seen the recent approval which came from Reserve Bank of India for one of the small finance bank to become a universal bank. I want to understand with you, you have that vision in mind and we may see your application also going to RBI soon?
Yes, so we are the we are the youngest bank in the pack right now. So we are only just a little over 2+ years old. But yes, when we are eligible, which means another 2.5 years or so, we will definitely be very keen to go there. And in fact, the sale of the agreement to sell the housing finance is part of that strategy because we want to concentrate all our lending into the Unity Bank and not have it in a separate subsidiary. And this sale, which proceeds when we receive the money, will be 430 crores spent entirely on reducing our debt, and that in itself will have a 50 crore kind of interest cost saving, which goes straight to the bottom line for Centrum Capital.
Also, on the margins front, what is the trajectory looking like? And talking about the disbursements, weak disbursements has been seen in the sector. What's the reason for this? Until when can we expect this to increase?
So I think it's linked to the credit cycle. Lenders are shy of too much exposure when there are higher NPAs than normal. And I think that should normalize in the next 2 quarters. Post that, I think there is enough liquidity and within the system to show a surge in financing affordable housing.
Right. Just to conclude, one more question I want to ask to you, Mr. Bindra, regarding the transaction which you have done recently. For the benefit of viewers, can you explain how much of the money is actually coming into the group? And also, do you still have some stake in the housing finance company?
No, so the Weaver Limited, that's the buyer of the housing company, together with Premji and Lightspeed and Gaja Capital, have decided to buy 75% of the company, which is 25% was with Morgan Stanley. So they stay, the rest is sold. But within that company, 50% was owned by Centrum Capital. Centrum Capital is selling its entire stake, for which it will get 430 crores, which will all go towards debt repayment of Centrum Capital.
Mr. Bindra, thank you so much for joining with us and giving us details on the entire piece. Thank you so much and best wishes for the coming quarters to you.
Thank you so much.